Something interesting happened in Europe this summer. On one hand, European consumers have been rushing to buy Chinese-made air conditioners. Many stores have sold out, and some German websites have even started tracking inventory in real time because demand is so high. On the other hand, Brussels keeps accusing China of having overcapacity and is using that claim to justify tariffs and investigations into Chinese electric vehicles, wind power equipment, and other industries. So here's the question. If China really has an overcapacity problem, why are European consumers buying Chinese products in record numbers? Is overcapacity really an economic issue, or has it become a political label? Let's start with a fact that many people don't know. The World Trade Organization has never provided a formal definition of overcapacity. Even the International Monetary Fund says it's a complex concept that can't be judged simply by looking at export volumes. Yet today, some Western governments have turned it into a simple slogan: if you export a lot, you must have overcapacity. But does that logic really hold up? The United States exports huge numbers of semiconductors and aircraft. Germany has run trade surpluses for decades. The European Union itself is a major exporter of cars and pharmaceuticals. Does that mean they all suffer from overcapacity too? Obviously not. International trade is built on comparative advantage. Countries with more competitive products naturally export more. Another common argument is that China's industrial subsidies are the real reason behind its exports. But reality is more complicated than that. The United States has committed hundreds of billions of dollars through the Inflation Reduction Act, and the European Union also provides massive subsidies to its own industries. If subsidies themselves are the problem, then why are they acceptable in the West, but not in China? Instead of acknowledging stronger competition, it's often easier to label the competitor as having overcapacity. That gives protectionist policies a more acceptable justification. But does protectionism actually solve the problem? The European Central Bank has estimated that increasing imports from China would actually reduce overall import prices in Europe. In other words, Chinese manufacturing often means more choices, lower costs, and lower inflation. So when European consumers rush to buy Chinese air conditioners during a heat wave, they're already casting their vote with their wallets.